Hey YouTube, sitting here in Ardmore, Oklahoma, getting ready to go inside and get a shower. But before I do, I want to put some thoughts out there. So, I like working for the company I'm signed on to. I really do. However, there's one major drawback. That is the color of my trailer. Why is that a problem? Well, because if I need to get over in the left lane, whether I'm trying to pass somebody, whether I need to get over because of an emergency vehicle, whether, there's something else going on the shoulder, no one wants to let me over. There's this assumption that all Schneider trucks are slow, okay? Granted, at one time, they were one of the big three that were the slowest trucks on the interstate. You have Prime, who was at 58 at one point. Schneider was at 62, and I think Swift was at 65. And when I was a company guy, I was governed at 65. So I get the feeling, I get it, So when you have a government truck, you have to be careful of when you need to be over. But sometimes you just have to be over, But what a lot of people don't realize is that the owner-operators and the lease operators over here at Schneider, they're not governed. We are not governed. But you still have, from the view back there, you think that I'm a governed truck, so nobody lets you over. Professional courtesy does not exist. It does not exist. And that's been one of the biggest things I've had to get used to, is nobody lets you over. And that's a problem. Because today, there was a mobile home that was on the side of the road. They were fixing the tire. And, there wasn't much room. And I tried to get over. I put my left turn signal on, I look in the mirror, and there's this day cat. And I'm looking for the headlights to flash. I'm looking for him to slow down. Doesn't. He speeds up. And there's like about 10 cars behind him. So there ain't, of course the cars never let you over either. And so now I'm having to slow down and hug the zipper while, make sure I don't create a situation on the shoulder. That pissed me off. I cursed at this guy. Of course, I didn't do it on the radio because, he was a day cab guy. Most of them don't run with radios. And I try not to be a radio Rambo, a CB Rambo. But I was mad, So we're cruising, I'm cruising about 62 miles an hour. We get through the situation, and there's, half a mile up the road, there's another mobile home. It's the same team. They're waiting for the other one. Put my left turn to the line again, nothing. So finally I was able to create a gap, and I got over, by slowing down. Everybody's doing 70, so I slowed down to 60, and lo and behold, I was able to get over. So Oklahoma just built a brand new Super Coupe, a way station that's got all the bells and whistles. They're on I-35 around exit 10, around mile marker 10 is where it's at. It just opened, and they're pulling everybody in. I saw that when I was coming through earlier this morning, and they were pulling everybody in. And of course, pre-pass wasn't working. I get up there, so we're all going in, and I'm behind this truck, typical white trailer. I didn't think much of it. I'm not too worried because, number one, I'm empty. Number two, I've got a good trailer, a good truck, good truck. So, I'm like, it's just an inconvenience, no big deal. But yeah, this Super Coupe, they've got the X-rays and the cameras and the infrared, and they got everything, Anyways, it's one of those scales where you stop and let the scale clear before you can go. You know, some of them, they just have you roll over real slow. Not here. They want you to stop. And that's what was taking so long. The trucks were backed up to the interstate. And the truck in front of me stops. He gets on the scale, and he's in a hurry. He's obviously in a hurry, you know. So he gets up on the scale. They had to put the stop sign up. And the big sign, big letters said, park and bring in your paperwork. So obviously he was overweight or something. So there was an issue there. And as he turned, guess who it was? It was the day cab who would not let me over, who just had to be in front of me. Had to be in front of me. That's karma, people. You know, that's the second time that's happened. There was a time where I was in Maryland, and this box truck, the scale was open. We all knew it was open. There was no pre-pass at all. This box truck, he cut me off to get into the scale. He was in a hurry to get in front of me. Well, guess who got pulled in? You know, and who didn't? You know, he got waved in, and I got the, hey, have a nice day. You know, that's karma. So I guess the whole point of the story is, number one, don't assume because of the orange trailer that we're slow. When I pass somebody, I gun it. I don't fiddle around in the left lane. I really don't. You know, and also check this out. This might blow your mind. But if a slow truck, if I got my cruise set at 63 and a slow truck that's doing 63.2 is trying to pass me and it takes him a minute, guess what I do? I back it off. You know, and I've had drivers that were behind this guy look at me like, wow, I can't believe you actually did that. You slowed down to let this guy over? Oh my God, no one does that because professional courtesy does not exist. So, but yeah, let us over. You know, yeah, we're a mega carrier. We're the enemy. We're the reason independence, blah, 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 you know, going out of business, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's a bunch of BS. You know, we're not the enemy. And our trucks aren't all slow. I think even the company trucks at Schneider are up to 65 now. You know, but the owners were not governed. How do you tell the difference between the owners and the company trucks? The owners don't have the road emblem on the side. They don't have the logo on the roof. That's how you tell them apart. And most Schneider owners that I know, man, they're blowing past me. You know, I do tend to cruise around 63, 64 miles an hour. But if I have to pass somebody, I got it up to 70, and then I bring it back over. You know, that's common sense. But anyways, you see the left turn signal on. There's a good reason that we're coming over. You know, so let us over. So that's it. Talk to you later.